All right, so hi guys, welcome to our, I think this is our lesson 5, okay? Lesson 5, but we are doing module 4 because the previous lesson we did a quiz, an assessment, okay? So module 4 is the last part of the topic of numbers, okay? Now, just a quick recap of what you are learning. This is very important, okay? When I do a recap, it means I'm showing you the umbrella. What are you going to study? Okay, what are you going to look at? And that's important. We must know what we are studying, okay? So we have about 8 chapters in maths. I'm not going to explain all of them, okay? But the first chapter is called numbers and operations. There are 2 parts to it. One part is the numbers part and the other part is the operations part. Numbers, what do you learn? Now, if you look at our first module, read a number. Okay, how to read a number. At your age or your stage, you are looking into 5-digit numbers. Okay, which means you have 5 place values. From the ones house to the tens to the hundreds. And then remember, it repeats again, ones, tens, and hundreds, but it is in the land of the thousands. So it's 1,000, 10,000, and 100,000. So far, so good. So you learn how to read a number. You learn how to write a number out in words. This is what you learn. Another thing that you learn is how to partition a number. Now, this word, some of you tend to forget. What is partition? Okay, another word for partition is expand. Expand. Expand means like breaking it up. All right, an easy example is, for example, I have the number 123. Partition it or expand it will be the question. And they will ask you in 2 ways. Either the question will ask you to expand in place value. Okay, listen carefully. Either it's in place value or it will ask you to expand in digit value. So I write it down as PV and DV. PV means place value, DV means digit value. You must know, okay, which style do they want? So how do you do this? Very simple. 123 means 100. You must write that word 100. Okay, plus, you must put the plus. Then you must put 2 and you must write the house tens. Plus, plus 3 ones. This is place value, partitioning. Digit value instead, you just have to write 100. 100 means 100 plus 20 plus 3. Now, it's very important. Sometimes students forget to write this plus. You need to remember, you need to write this plus symbol. Okay, so there's 2 ways you can do it, place value or digit value, depending on what the question asks. Then in the topic of numbers, you also learn how to arrange a number. Arrange means either in ascending order or descending order. I hope you know what is ascending and descending, guys. Ascending is going up, descending is coming down. So ascending means from a small number, you arrange it up to a big number. Descending means from a large number, from a huge big number, you arrange it all the way until you reach the smallest number. That's called arranging numbers. Another thing that you learn here is what we call patterns. Okay, what are patterns? For example, some numbers are more, they are going up in a certain pattern. Okay, maybe it's adding 10 or maybe it's adding 100 at every number. Okay, or it could be going less. Maybe it's going down by 1,000 at every number. So that's recognizing the patterns in numbers. Now, last but not least, we have what we call, I got no space already. Hold on, let me clear. The last but not least is to round off. Okay, and that is what today's lesson will be. Okay, now before we go to our module, this is a quick introduction to rounding off, in case you have forgotten or you have become a little rusty. Okay. Now, in your school, your teachers would probably have taught you this particular method. Okay, they will teach you this method. How? Let's say the question is round off 127 to the nearest tens. So what your teacher will tell you to do, look at the place value of the tens, look at the number on the right. If it's more than 5, then you plus 1. Yes or not? Have your teachers taught you to do this? So it will round off to 130. Okay, it's correct. I'm not saying it's wrong, okay? However, my question to you guys would be only one thing. Do you know what you're doing? What is round off then? What exactly is round off? Who can answer verbally? What do you think round off is? If you know what exactly is round off, it'll be very easy to work with round offs, really. Can do it mentally. I don't have to do this kind of things all. I can do it mentally. Who can tell me what is round off? Chat, chat, chat. Any answers? I'm going to call them. Sai Darshan, what do you think round off is? Sai Darshan, Lakshman, Eliza. Oh, chat came in already. It's like a nearest value, says Lakshman. That's right. Says Sai Darshan. No, is not the answer. All right. So round off is like this, okay? To help you imagine this, okay? Let's say there's a mountain, okay, or a hill or something like that. And we are hikers. We are going to go up and come down on the other side. Now, there's always something called the base station, okay? And when you come over the other side, there is another station. At the top of the hill, which is right in the middle, I call it the mid station, okay? Now, imagine you are now a hiker. You are going up. No, 1 minute. Sorry, something. Rajavin has exited and is coming in again. Hold on, yeah. One minute, guys. All right, let's continue. There's a slight glitch there. Okay. We have this hill, okay? The idea of rounding off is like this. You are on a hill, you are going to go up the hill. So I call this as station 0. As I go up station 1, station 2, station 3, station 4. Got it? Right at the top, there will be station 5. Then station 6, station 7, station 8, station 9. And the other side, I reach station 10. Now, you go up. Say you reach 3. Suddenly, there is a heavy rains, okay, shower, and there is a mudslide, a landslide. Where will you fall? Which is the nearest number you will drop to? Or nearest station that you... No, the two all is, and they are not stations. My question is, which would be the nearest station that you would drop to? 0, exactly. Now, what if you had somehow crossed over the other side and you were at 7? Where would you drop to now? Would you go all the way, go up and drop the other side back to 0? No, exactly. You'll drop to 10. Okay, if you're at 8, you drop to 10. If you're at 9, you will drop to 10. If you're at 6, you'll also drop at 10. 3 and 2 and 1 and 4 will all drop to 0. Now, what if you are exactly in the middle? Where will you drop?
10.
10, exactly. We go to 10. We drop in front, okay? Even when you want to fall down also, you fall in front. You don't fall backwards like a clown. Okay, you fall in front with style. Ramela, roll down also, never mind, okay? but you go forward. Okay. So that's the whole idea of rounding off. It's finding the nearest number that you can get to. Okay. Now, all I want to do, or we're going to do, is create different hills. Okay. So, for example, now I'm going to create like many hills. Okay. And this is the station. Remember, you can only drop to the stations. So this is 0. This is 10. And I'm sure you know what number is here. This will be 15. And here would be 20. Okay. Here would be 30. Of course, you know this is 25. And then 40. Now, my question, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to pop into you quickly. You got to tell me just like that. I'll tell you a number. You got to imagine where you are on the hill. Are you on this side, or are you on this side, or are you here, or are you here? You got to figure that out. And you got to tell where are you going to fall. Do you understand? Say, for example, I say 17. You are at 17. 17, where will I fall? 20 lah. Can you see that? Do you understand, guys? Good. Now, you work with the chat, okay? I'll put the question up orally and then you tell me where you fall. Okay, get ready, yeah? With your keyboard. Okay, number is 23. Where will you fall? Good, 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 good. Okay, answers coming in. You will fall to 20. All right, number is 29. Good. Very good, 30. Number is 34. Okay, also 30. Number is 35. Okay, number is 73. Good. Number is 89. Round off to the nearest tens. 90. Very good. Number is 95. Eliza, 95. You're at 95, girl. Okay. You fall in front. Where do you go? 100. Okay. So again, after a few examples here, I asked you questions and you got to imagine yourself the numbers. Do you understand? That's how easy rounding off is. And all you did was round off to the nearest tens. Now, when you rounded off to the nearest tens, did you notice that all your answers was either 0 or 10 or 20 or 30? You can never get like 35. You don't get like 43, you know. It's either all these tens, okay? You don't get any other weird answers. So when you're rounding off to tens, all your answers would be this, or you can even have 100. Because 100, let me tell you this, is actually 10 tens. Remember that. Okay, 100 is 10 tens. The word tens is represented by a 0. In other words, if I have 2 tens, what's the value of this number, guys? Put in the chat. What is 2 tens? 20. Good. What about 9 tens? Good. 90. What about 12 tens? Very good. Where go 124, Lakshman? 120 only. Okay. All right. That's good. What about 27 tens? Very good. What about 123 tens? Good. Now, let's move on to the next hill, okay? Now, I'm going to draw now just 3 or 4 hills here. I'm going to start with 0, but this time, I'm not going to work with tens hill. I'm going to work with the hundreds hill. So, my station is going to be 0. 0 is fine, okay? The first station, then you go to 100, then the next one would be 200, the next station would be 300, and so on. All right. I give you a clue. Every number in the middle, say between 100 and 200, this would be 150. Between 200 and 300, this would be 250. Do you understand? And let's say I say the number. My number is 123. You got to figure out where are you? Where is your 123? So 123 is somewhere here. X marks the spot. Where do you go? 100. You fall down to 100. Remember, 150 is up here, so 123 must be here. You don't have to actually precisely know exactly where. No, you just have to figure out, is it on the left side of the hill or is it on the right side of the hill? Okay, if left, you go down to the nearest number or the nearest station, or if it's right, you go down to the other side. Now, instead of using the words left and right, the proper word is to say round down or round up. Why does it look like a love? Okay, round down means, let's say I give you a number. It's 245. It's here. It will round down. Do you understand? But 260 will round up to 300. Do you understand that, Lakshman and everyone? Okay, question time. Your number now is 179. Tell me, put in your chat, where will you go? Round off to the nearest hundreds. Now we are doing hundreds, okay? 179, that's right, Sophia. Remember, Lakshman, is there a station called 180 here? No, it's 200. Do you understand? You see that? Now my station all is no more tens. It's all the hundreds. So your answer also must be all in the hundreds. It cannot be like 240, 230. That's rounding off to the nearest tens. Now we want to work with the hundreds. Hey, how come 3 people only gave me answer? For the rest, make it fast. Okay, next question. Round off 145 to the nearest 100. Very good. 145. Good. Now, if I write like this, now the writing part, okay. 145 equals to 100. This is wrong. I cannot use the equal symbol when I want to do round off. Okay, because round off is not equals. How can you say 145 equals to 100? No, cannot do. This is a major sin in maths. Okay, major sin, big karma. No, we don't do that. We say that you can put a little arrow like that, tweak that equals and make it like a snake. Okay, so we call this now not equals, almost near to. That's the word, or near to. Sometimes if you don't want to write this squeaky, snaky kind of equals, you can just put an arrow. That's also fine. But never, ever, ever go and put an equal sign. Do you understand? That's a big sin in maths. You cannot say 145 is equals to 100 when you are doing a round off. Understood? Faham ke? You're so quiet. I'm only talking a lot. Later you talk. Okay. Oh my God, where's my heel? All right, guys. Next number for y'all. Round off 350 to the nearest hundreds. Good, good, good. Okay, good, clear. Round off. Now I'm going to tell you some random numbers. 457 to the nearest hundreds. Good. Rajavin, Samo, the rest. Okay, good, Sophia. 500. So you see, you're doing this mentally. Now you know already, round off means I'm going to figure out which is the nearest number to go to. Okay, now round off 949 to the nearest hundreds. Good, right, it's 900. Okay, round off, next question. Gotta be a bit fast. 951. 951. That's right. Okay, it will go to 1000. So well done. Well done. You already know how to round off. Now, guys, everything that's going to happen after this is just based on these hills. So you see now you're going to have a few hills to work with. Yes, you may go to the bathroom. Why every time I class only you want to go bathroom? Anyways, tens is the first hill range you can round off. Okay. Next, you have the hundreds. That was easy. Not too bad. Okay, hundreds. Next will be the thousands. The thousands hill and the 10,000s hill. Now you are going to standard 5. So guys, you will have the 100,000s hill as well. So at this level, there can be 5 different houses that you are going to round off to. Do you understand? Now, I've done the tens, I've done the hundreds. To make life very easy, the answers for the thousands must be from 0 up to 10,000. It cannot be like 250 or it cannot be like 100, you know. It must be either 0 or it must be 1,000 or it could be 2,000. It could be 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, or it could be just 10,000, depending on your number. Are you ready? Now, no more hills. I'm just going to verbally articulate the number and you're going to tell me the answer. Okay? Ready? The number is 1,263. What will your answer be? Where will you go? Eliza, as I told you, there is no 300. That would be hundreds. If I have to read that number like 300, that means I'm rounding off to the hundreds. Do you understand? As I told you, all your answers should be here. It's either 10 or it's 1,000 or 2,000. Remember, we want to work with the thousands now. So set your mind. Your answer must only be in this range. It cannot be like, okay, 1,263, it will become 1,300. No, that's rounding off to hundreds. So the correct answer is, oh, no problem, it's 1,000. Okay, good. What about 5,679? Where will it go? Very good, 6,000. Okay, well done. What about 9,501? Where will it go? That's right. It would go to 10,000. Okay. Now at this point, maybe I can also explain this. Okay, clear? Now let's say I have a number. Okay, 1,273. There are so many ways I can round off. If I want to round off to the nearest tens, look, I look at my tens. I look at 73. Okay, and I ask myself, 73 is where? Where is it going to go? It's going to become 70. And whatever in the beginning, I just copy and keep it. So if the question say, round off 1,273 to the nearest 10, this is your answer. If the question says, round off 1,273 to the nearest hundreds, then you look at the hundreds. It's 273. So 273 will round off to 300. Yes or not? This 273 to the hundreds, nearest hundreds would be 300. And you keep that 1,000. Do you understand? In the same way, if I'm going to round off to the nearest thousands, then I have to look at this number as 1,200 blah, blah, blah. I don't have to look at the 73. I just imagine 1,200. And where is it near to? Is it near to 1,000 or 2,000? Because it's the thousands. So definitely 1,200 is near to 1,000. Can you see? One number only, but you can give me 3 different answers. Who can understand this? Put a hands up or a thumbs up on your screen. Who understands this so far? That given a same number, you can have many questions on which one you want to round off. Okay? You can round off this number to the nearest tens and you look, your answer is this. If you round off this same number to the hundreds, your answer becomes 1,300. No, it's not 1,073, Lakshman. Whatever after that becomes 0. Remember, for the thousands house, the answer must all be in the thousand. Either it's 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000. You cannot have 73. You cannot have 45 at the back. Understand? You must tell a full answer, a full station, a complete number in the thousands. Do you remember in the beginning of the class, there was something called a chart that I asked you to do? Like ones house, the tens house, the hundreds house. Remember the number line chart? If you round off, all your answers is from this. If you round off from tens, it's from 10 until 100, of course, until 90 here. But it's this range of numbers. Okay, let's not waste time. I've got 2 more hills to go. That is the 10,000s and the 100,000s. Remember, these are large numbers. So let's do a hill, okay? 10,000, I'm going to do just 3 hills. It starts with 0. The first hill here is 10,000. So remember, 20,000 will be the next hill because I'm rounding off to 10,000s, okay? And 30,000 would be the next hill. Okay, my number is 17,523. Where will I go? If I want to round off to the nearest 10,000. Put your answers in the chat. 17,523 to the nearest 10,000. Quick, guys. Where is your 17,500? This is 15,000. That's right, Rajavin. You will go down to, or round up. Okay, we call it round up to 20,000. You move up. How about the rest? Yeah, that's right, Lakshman. Okay, Eliza, correct. Okay, next number for you guys would be 25,009. Where would I go? That's right, Lakshman. Okay. Yes, you will surely drop to 30,000. Okay, there is no 25,010, 25,100. No, we are talking about the 10,000 house. So all the number must be in 10,000s. Good. Now I want you to do mentally. Okay, so which means the number is going to be written, but you're not going to see the hill. I'm not going to draw the hill. Your number is 73,457. Where will you go? Remember, it's 10,000s, huh? Will you go to 70,000 or will you go to 80,000? Like Eliza, I guess you missed a 0 there. Be a mathematical spelling mistake. Lakshman, that's right. You will go to 70,000. Okay. How about the rest? Okay. All right. Let's clear now. All right. My number for you would be, okay, 94,999. That's right. It will still go down to 90,000 because only if it's 95,000, it will go to 100,000. Do you understand? Okay. So now you're rounding off to 10,000s. Finally, the last part, the last hill. In fact, you go to millions also, God, that will be next year. This is 0. This is 100,000. This is 200,000. This is 300,000 and so on. My question for you is, I am at 54,623. Where would I go? Where would I go, guys? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed out. Yeah, 54,000. Where is this number? Where is 54,000? So if you look at the 0 here and the middle of the hill here, and this is 100,000, this must be 50,000. Kan? 50,000 is right in the middle between 0 and 100,000. So where is 54,000? Is it here on this part or is it on this part of the hill? Is it on the left or is it on the right? Right, exactly here. So where will I go? I will drop to 100,000. Do you see that? Yes. Okay. So let's do more questions here. Now I have a number. My number is 127,639. Where will I drop? Actually, whatever the balance here doesn't matter because I want to round off to the 100,000, right? So for me, it's either 100,000 or 200,000. You are at 127,000, somewhere here. Where will I go, guys? Where got 10,000, Rajavin? Mistaken. 100,000. Got it? Good. Let's do more. What about, I am a number 257,689. Where will I be rounded off to? That's good, Rajavin. The rest. Lakshman, so lazy to write, Writing 300K. But never mind, I accept it. Okay, but not in exam. All right? So that's right. It gets rounded off to 300,000. That's the whole idea, okay, of rounding off, finding the nearest number to go to. There are other things in round off that we need to see, but that might be a later for another session. Now, what we are going to do is, let's get to our module. All right, guys, let's resume our session now with our module, lesson 04. You look at page 1, rounding off to the nearest 10. This is like what I told you earlier. Can it's so easy, yeah? Now you know, rounding off to the nearest 10, for example, number 1. Okay, put in your answers into chat, guys. Number 1, what is your answer? Very good. 260. Hey, don't get confused. We are rounding off to the nearest tens. So, although you see the word 200 there, you are supposed to work with only the 63. So, pay attention. You must know what exactly you're rounding off to. Are you rounding off to tens or hundreds? So, this is tens. Set your mind back to the tens hill. So, you only want to look at 63. 63 becomes 60. And then you keep your 200. You don't disturb it. Okay? So, who gave me the answers? Lakshman, correct. Rajavin, correct. Sophia, must try again. Okay? Another question now. Number 2. Answer. Into chat. Very good. Rajavin. Okay. Lakshman, correct. Okay. Sophia, correct. Some more? All right. Good. Well done. 120. Okay. 124 becomes 120. You only look at 24. Number 3. 406. Very good, Rajavin. You direct message me, guys. You put in the chat, everybody also can see, ma. Wait, Saidarshan. We want to round off to the nearest 10, Saidarshan. So you are at 6. You remember your tens hill? It's 0, and then you have 10, and then the middle you have 5. But now you are at 6. Where will you go? You see that? It may look very easy, but you have to be a little careful. That's right. It will reach 410. We are rounding off to the nearest tens. Okay. Number 4. Answers in? Very good, Rajavin. Come on, the rest of you. Private message, all your answers next time. That's right. 570. Betul. Okay. Next question. Okay. Number 5. Let's move on. Very good. Come on, we got to be fast, guys. 590. Very good. Okay, number 6. What's your answer? Well done. 190. Good. Go on with number 7 now. You type your answer. You also make sure you write in your module. Don't leave your module empty, okay? 854. Rajavin, 54. 54, guys. Where can go to 60? 54. It's between 50 and 60. 55 is in the middle. So 54 is here. So it will drop to 50. So it would be 850. Do you understand? Okay, good. I think most of you gave me the correct answer. Okay, good. 96. Where will we go? That's right. We will go to 100. You see that? 96 is between 90 and 100. All right, I've got to erase a little bit to make it clear a bit for y'all. Change the color a bit. This color is not really bright. Okay, red. Okay, next question. 302. Good. Hold on. Okay, 302 will be 300. That's right. Go on with number 10. 920. To the nearest tens. Memang, this is a trick question. Memang you cannot do anything. It's 920 lah. Okay. Hey, Lakshman, we are not rounding off to the nearest 100. We are rounding off to the nearest tens. Okay, this is a trickster question. Number 11, 528. Very good. Okay, well done. 530. Number 12, 197. Where to go? Very good. 200. Okay, so we have done about 16 questions here. Where go? 410. Wait, enough already. We're going to go to the next page. Okay, clear now? You guys go down. Oh, this one you can just draw an arrow and match. This is not difficult. Let's go now. Second page. We're going to round off to the nearest hundreds. Guys, now you got to set your mind. Okay, all to answer in the hundreds. Which means cannot be 20, 30, 40 all at the back. It must be 200, 300, 400, 500. Anything as long as it's in hundreds. Got it? Think and tell me, if you're at 936, where are you going to fall? Where are you going to go? That's right, 900. You see? Now the hill is in your brains. Well done. If you're at 844, where are you going to go? That's right, we go to 800. If you're at 1081, that's right, 1100. Okay. Where got 400? Which one are you asking, Sophia? I don't see any 400 here. For number 4. Oh, hold on. 363. Where would we go? That's right. It is 400. Okay. Now, how about 1,425? Okay, very good. 1,400. Good, good. Put in your answers, okay? Keep on putting in. As I say the number or question, then you put in, okay? 793, yes. Yes, that's right, Sophia. It goes to 800. If you see all your answers, can you see? It's all going to be 2 zeros at the back because 100 has 2 zeros at the back. Remember that. Very important. Okay. 1,138 would be, now it's between 100 and 200, you know. So it's 138. So it's 1,100. It wouldn't go to 1,200. It's not 1,000, Rajavin and Lakshman, because you are rounding off to hundreds, not to thousands. Your answer, 1,000, already telling you what? This is 1,000. We are talking about hundreds here. Okay, so number 8, 1,738. So your imagination must be 738. That means between 700 and 800. That's all. So yes, you'll have 700, okay? And you put that one in front. 1,264. You just think of 264. 264 is between 200 and 300. Where would I go? I would put to 300. But I don't forget that 1,000 in front. Do you understand? So I don't understand which one is 1,004 you're asking for, Sophia. Which question is that? Which one is 1,004? I don't see any 1,004. Is it number 5? Oh, you typed wrongly. Okay, guys. 865. So it's between 800 and 900. Where would you go? That's right, 900. Do you get the hang of it now? Okay, 956. Where would I go? Are you sure? Yeah, that's much better. Come on, the rest of you. Rajavin only gave me answer so far. Quickly. That's right, Sophia. We would go to 1,000. Okay. This part, yes, you will get 1,000. Why? Because you are already at the edge of the number hill. Remember, this is your 900. After 900, kan it's 1,000. 1,000 is 1,000. So this is 950. Your 956 is somewhere here. So yes, it will drop to 1,000. Now, last question, number 12. 1,247. All of you, where would we go? One person faster, the rest? 1,200. Okay, good. Do you understand? Sai Darshan, I don't see many of your answers. Where is your answer, Sai Darshan? Are you there? Is he there? Sai Darshan? Yes, he's there. Are you listening? Oh, he's doing his work. Okay, okay. All right. Hey, which work are you doing? The module? Oh, he cannot like do it and type and do it. It's too fast. It's okay. No problem. Okay, I understand. So you understand so far what we are doing, how it's going? Okay. So in just to show you, okay, this is now we are rounding off to the nearest 100. Remember this, don't do everything today. Okay, don't do the whole module today. No, you must do this over 3-4 days. Then only it will stick in the brains. Okay, so don't think, oh, today I'm going to complete all these. Teacher, give me so much. No, today you do bits and pieces. Tomorrow you do another bits and pieces. Day after tomorrow you do a bit more. Do you understand? And that's how this will get stuck in your long-term memory. Okay, let's clear now. Let's go to the next page. Okay, guys? I'm going to do bits now. And now we are going to do like maybe even lesser. We'll do up to 9 questions. Okay? And look, we are going to round off to the nearest 1,000. So set your mind now. Okay? Put in your answer for number 1. Good. Put in your answer for number 1. Okay. Rajavin came in. Good. Where got 1000, Rajavin? Oh, you wait. Number one only first, Rajavin. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Or if not, if you're going to write like that, at least put the 2 there. So I'll know what question you're talking about. Okay. So the first answer, yes, 3,400 gets rounded down to 3,000. Okay. Let me give you a minute. I give you a minute. I want you to do number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. That's it. Do now. I give you some time. Okay. And then later you put into chat. When you put into chat, please type your question number. So for example, number 2, you put there 2 dot. Okay. Then your answer. 3 dot. And then your answer. Okay. Something like that. Then I will know which question is your answer at. Do first in your module. Do 6 questions. All right. Okay. All right. Let's check your answers. Huh? Okay. Now it's checking time. So far, so good. Have you done the 6? Eliza? Lakshman? Rajavin? I think Rajavin done already. Sai Darshan? Sophia, not done yet. Okay. All right. I give you 6 questions only. You guys try to do this and then we check. As I post the answers, you will check on your side. Okay. Number 2. Sophia, remember all our answers has to be in thousands. Which means, Sophia, where is the 874? Remember, the hill is now 0 up to 1000. Okay, there's no more 800, 900. It's not the house of hundreds. It's the house of thousands. So this will be 500. 800 is somewhere here. So where is it going to go to? It will reach 1000. Do you understand? And as I told you, all your answers has to be saying the word 1000, 1000, 1000, 1000. Okay. Number 3, it's correct. 1700 blah, blah, blah will become 2000. That's right. Mark yourselves. Okay. 8,400 will be 8,000. You see that? I don't even bother reading what's the other 2 digits at the back. Okay. It's all right. You can just abandon it, ignore it. Because my job is now to only think of thousands. So when I have 6,000, I'm going to think of 6,000 and 7,000. And I'm going to ask myself, where is 6,800? Where will it fall? So yes, it will fall to 7,000. 1,900 is either 1,000 or 2,000. So it would be 2,000. So far, can you all do this? Did you all get it right? Mark yourselves on your side, guys. Okay? Because once you know how to do it, then you won't make so much of mistakes. Let's try number 7. Okay, good. Number 7, all of you. Where is 438? If I'm going to round off to the nearest 1,000, use this hill, guys. I've given you here, a hill drawing here. What will your answer be for number 7? Why do you need so many zeros, Rajavin? Where got 100? Where got 400? We're not rounding off to hundreds. Come on, more answers. Sophia, you're right. Lakshman, 438. Round off to the nearest thousands. How can it be 438 again? 1,000. Look at this hill. Look at this hill here. Is 438 on the left or is it on the right, Rajavin? Where is 438? Yes, it's on the left here. And so where will it go? Yes, it goes to 0. Weird, but that's correct. Okay? Weird. Yeah, round off to 0. Yes, it will round off to 0 if you are rounding off to the nearest thousands. It will become 400 if you are rounding off to the nearest hundreds. It will become 440 if you're going to round off to the nearest tens. So your answer will change depending on your question. What are you rounding off? Do you understand? Okay. All right. Let's now move on to the next page. Over here, it's a combination of 10 and 100 and 1000. This one you do tomorrow. Okay? You have done already, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. You have done a few questions here. So this one you keep it. Tomorrow you revise back again. Okay? 47. Round off to the nearest tens. Remember this. So draw the... Huh?
So the 438. So the 438 is 0.
Yes, yes, yes. Because you're rounding off, remember this. 0 and 1000 is the first hill, yes or not? In the middle, it's 500. Correct or not? Where is 438? Here, where will it go? Can you see? Do you understand, Lakshman?
Yeah.
The hill will help you. Okay, the hill will help you. Penang Hill will help you lah. All right. Okay, clear now. Let's move on. This one, guys, do it tomorrow. Okay, don't do now. Refresh your memory tomorrow. Now we go to thousands. Okay, the big games, the big numbers. All right, are you ready? Okay, I give you time. Okay, I'm going to pause the recording for a while. So on your side, you have done these 10 questions. Now I'm going to write the correct answers out. You mark, and after that, you put it into your chat. How many right have you got over 10? Now, remember, we are rounding off to the nearest 10,000s. Our answer could start from 0, and it can go up to 10,000. And remember, 5,000 would be in the middle. So if you have 5,600, blah, 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 it's somewhere here. So the nearest number would be 10,000. 74,000. So 10,000 means it's either at 70,000 or 80,000. And since it's 74, it's less than 75. So it's somewhere here. So it will round down to 70,000. Got it? These are the imaginary hills already. Okay. 95,000, blah, blah, blah. So this is 90,000. And the next one is 100,000. And 95,000 is in the middle. 95,000, blah, 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 it's over here. So it will round up to 100,000. Mark. If you have got these numbers, mark it right. If not, mark it wrong and put the correct answer down. 1,400. Okay, look at this hill. 5,000 is here. 1,400 must be here. So I'm going to round down to 0. You see that? 2,769. Same story. It's less than 5,000. Sorry, it's less than 50,000. This is 10,000. This is 10,000. This is 5,000. So 2,769 is somewhere here. It's less than 5,000. It will also round down to 0. 46,000, blah, blah, blah. So one would be 40,000 and the other one would be 50,000. The K represents the 1,000, just to save time in writing. So 46,000 is somewhere here. So I'm going to go to 50,000. 89,000, blah, blah, blah. So 80,000 is here. 90,000 is here. 89,000 is here. So I'm going to go to 90,000. Okay, Eliza, we are checking answers now. So check on your side. In case you need to revise back, you'll need to go watch the lesson video. Okay, 19,287. So this is between 10,000 and 20,000. So 19,000 is here. So it will become 20,000. 61,000 mentally now, no more hills. It's between 60,000 and 70,000. So where will I go? I'm 61 only, so I go to 60. You know, 30,000. Sometimes the word thousand, but it's 30,625, guys. So it's either 30,000 or 40,000. And this is 30,600. So it's very near to 30,000. So yes, 30,000 would be your answer. Check on your side and tell me now in your chat function, what is your score over 10? Okay, and this one I will take it down. Good. 10 over 10. Rajavina? Okay, 10 over 10, round off. Lakshman also 10 over 10, good. Sophia, 9 over 10, okay, good. No worries. Number 3, yeah? All right, okay. You understand now? All right, Eliza, Sai Darshan. What about you? Good, Eliza, 10 over 10. Sai Darshan, 10 over 10. Well done. You are all very good. Okay, so that's it. We cleared the drawing. Keep the rest for another day. Okay, now that you know how to do, in case you don't quite understand, you just put it in the chat in the WhatsApp lah. Okay, and other friends can also help. Don't just keep the WhatsApp for me to chat anything. If you want to put, you don't understand this, just put in your question, this page, this module, okay, and just tell this question or something like that, you know, or circle it or something. All right, guys, let's go to our last part. This one, a little bit of thinking for you to do. Okay. For each of these numbers, okay, write 5 numbers that can be rounded to it when rounded to the nearest 500. Rounded to it when rounded to the nearest 500. Explain the range of answers for 100,000. Don't worry about the other part there. Okay, what are they asking you to do? Write 5 numbers that can be rounded to it when they ask you to round to the nearest 500s. So let's take 2,000, okay? I think what they are asking is, tell 5 numbers that will round off to become 2,000 when rounded to the nearest 500. Why did they write 500? There must be something wrong with this question. Hold on, let me see. Now, the last part of rounding off, in fact, not the last part, okay? It can be a little bit challenging questions like this. They'd say, okay, I'm going to give you a number, say 500, okay? Tell me a few numbers that when I round off to the nearest hundreds, I will get 500. In other words, I'm asking you for the questions, okay? I'm asking you for the potential questions. So every one of you think of a number that when I round that number off to the nearest hundreds, I'm going to get 500 as my answer. Can you do that? Before we end today's lesson, I want all of you one by one to think of a number that when I round it off to the nearest hundreds, I will get 500 as my answer. What could that be? Who would like to start? This is not in the module, okay? This is just an extra bit now. Okay, Rajavin, yes. Tell me a number. 490, well done. Okay, so 490, when I round off to the nearest hundreds, I'm going to get 500. Good, Rajavin has done it. Others now. 450, very good. Eliza. 465, very good. Sophia.
475.
Who's that?
Me.
Lakshman. Okay, Lakshman, 475. Sai Darshan, 488. Good. Now, is that all? Why is, think a little bit differently. Can I have a number more than 500 that I can still round off and become 500? Yes, that's right. Sophia, 540. Wait, why you go to 620 already, Rajavin? Or you typo error, is it? Ah, Rajavin, 540. Good. 540 also will round down to become 500. Some more? Same answer, both of you all gave. 520. Okay, good. Some more? 519, 510. You see, there are so many answers. Again, clear the drawing. Now, my question is like this. Whenever they give you a question like, tell me what are the numbers that can be rounded off to this particular number, you must use the double hill, a two-hill method. In other words, this is our 500. Okay, now I'm going to draw and show you. This is our 500 that we rounded off just now. You gave me all the answers. But over here would be 400. And over here would be 600. In the middle will be 550. Of course, I cannot use 550 because 550 answer will be 600. Yes or not? But I can use 450. I can pakai because 450 will round off to become 500 and every number here will also round down to become 500. And what is the largest number here? Who can tell me? What is this number here before this 550? That is the biggest number that can be rounded off to become 500. That's right. 549. Do you understand? Okay. 549 is the biggest number here that can round down to become 500. 450 is the smallest number because 449 would go to 400. I call this as the double hill method, in which I can find out all the numbers that is possible to be rounded off to a certain given number. Remember, I only have to change this to 5, put a 0, and this becomes all a different question. 5,000, 4,000, 6,000, put a 0 at the back, put a 0 at the back. That's it. All your answers now will have 1 0 at the back extra, but you'll have more numbers. For example, 4,791, 4,800, blah, blah, blah. You see that? Everything will be rounding off to 5,000. Same way, I can increase another 0 and put another 0 and put another 0. It become 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. You see that? But the idea is the same. Do the double hill. Okay, so if you have, go watch this video later again. Draw double hills, okay? And figure out what are the range of numbers that can be rounded off to a particular given number. Of course, you must know what house you are talking about. You want to talk about the thousands house? Then you write here, say for example, 2,000. That means this will be 1,000 and this would be 3,000. This would be 2,500 and this would be 1,500. What is your biggest number here? Sorry, what is your smallest number here? And what is your biggest number here? And all the other numbers that can be rounded to 2,000. Do you understand what I'm talking here? If you can, put a thumbs up. Okay. All right. This is a little bit difficult on rounding off. Okay, they'll ask you sometimes what numbers can be rounded off to that. Now, based on that, okay, you have your module. I told you to KIV the first part of the question, but you can do the second part. Now, the second part works like that. Nearest 10,000 and your number is 120,000. So you put your double here and over here it's 120,000. You are supposed to round off to the nearest 10,000. So this is 20,000 means this is 10,000. This is 110,000. And the other one will be 130,000. 110,000, 120,000, 130,000. So just like based on that example earlier, what are the numbers that's going to round off to 120,000? Given that you're going to round off to the nearest 10,000s, choose your numbers. So guys, then you draw your heel, figure out what is the smallest number here and what's the largest number here and see whether these numbers fall in this region or not, whether they are there. For example, this is 110,000. That means in the middle will be 115,000. Remember, okay, 115,000. 119,000 is more. So yes, this can be rounded off. 126,000. This is 125,000. You must know this middle point. 126 is here, ma. It cannot be rounded off to 120. It will go to 130. Do you understand? So to solve this question, you need to draw this double heel. What I want you to do tomorrow, watch this lesson again sometime, okay? Draw the double heel for this out at the back of your module. Later, I'll ask you to post it in the group. KIV, keep in view later. We can discuss it later, KIV. Okay? All right. So with that, this is a little bit of HOTS, okay? Higher order thinking, where you need to think, you need to analyze which numbers will become 120,000. So draw your double heel, work out the range, and then decide, is this going to round off? Is this not going to round off? This is going to round off or whatever, okay? All right, that's all for today's class, okay? And hold on, let me pause the recording.